All right, greetings, my fellow domestic terrorists. The time is none other than 9:23 a.m. on Friday, March 18th of 2022 of what mankind calls AD. A D. Oh, I gave her the D last night, meaning your mom. Um, it is 36 degrees Fahrenheit outside, getting up to 39 degrees Fahrenheit at 1 p.m. We have rain going from light to moderate all day. It'll be on the heavier side from 3 until about 9, kind of like your mom. We're going to draw our card today. Oh, nice, dude. That's so awesome. We got the information card about Pamela Coleman Smith. One of my absolute favorite cards in the deck, maybe my favorite. And I keep it in there precisely because that's reality. This is the card God wants you to see today. She was born February 16th, 1878, in Middlesex, England, to American parents. Her childhood years were spent between London, New York, and Kingston, Jamaica. She's obviously rich. During her teens, she traveled throughout England with the theater company of Ellen Terry and Henry Irving. Thereafter, she began formal art training at the Pratt Institute of Brooklyn, graduating in 1897. Though American by birth, she returned to England, where she became a theatrical designer for miniature theater and an illustrator mainly of books, pamphlets, and posters. Around 1903, she joined the Order of the Golden Dawn. That's, I think, founded by Aleister Crowley. In 1909, under the guidance of Arthur Edward Waite, she undertook, for token payment, a series of 78 allegorical paintings described by Waite as a rectified tarot pack. The designs, published in the same year by William Ryder and Son, exemplify the mysticism, ritual, imagination, fantasy, and deep emotions of the artist. Despite occasional art shows and favorable reviews by critics, the continued slow sales of her works and rejections by commercial publishers left her deeply disappointed. She never married. She had no known heirs except for an elderly female companion who shared her flat. You know what I mean? She died on September 18th, 1951, penniless and obscure, just like most of us are going to die, thank God. There was no funeral procession to honor her life. There was no memorial service to touch upon the impact her work would one day have upon her admirers. She died disappointed that her paintings and writings failed to achieve success, yet she never stopped believing in herself. Pamela Coleman Smith would all but be forgotten except for the 78 tarot paintings known as the Rider-Waite Tarot Pack. She would no doubt be astonished and gladdened to know that today the deck touches the hearts and emotions of millions of people. It's beautiful. Ain't it the truth? So much of art, the art world, whatever kind of art, music, movies, whatever, is really about promotions, getting it out there. And that's really about money, and that's really about who you know and networking. And a lot of that is really about sucking the right cocks, literally. But you're an artist even if you don't make it financially, even if you don't make big money, even if you're not famous. You are whatever you believe you are. And this woman, they say, believed in herself and believed in what she was doing. So she was whatever she believed she was. Maybe she believed she was an abject failure. I don't know. I hope she believed she was doing what she loved and that she was happy. Because you're as happy as you think you are. Yeah. I know that because I see really well-off people who are miserable, and I see really poor, destitute people who are happy. So clearly your happiness is not determined by your material conditions. Sure, if you had a harpoon in your chest, you're probably not going to be very happy. But at the same time, there's people who are in pain who are happy, and there's people who are in no pain who are miserable. That's part of how your thoughts create your reality. Your beliefs create your reality. That sounds like such bullshit fluff, but it's true. That doesn't mean there isn't bullshit in the world. That doesn't mean the world is fair. That doesn't mean everything is okay. But it's true that what you believe, your beliefs are like a way of fetching out of the ether of everything that's going on in the universe, fetching out like what you want to believe reality is. Because you'll always find evidence for whatever you want to believe. You'll always find it. Sometimes your evidence is delusional. Well, it kind of always is, but sometimes it's a delusion like, oh, there's a purple elephant behind me right now. But most of the time it's just finding things that are true and choosing to focus on them. Most of what we do in this life is directing our focus, directing our attention. Thanks for listening to me. What we're going to do now is direct our focus and direct our attention to grabbing a cup or a mug, a tankard, a chalice, a glass, a stein, a canteen, flask, a bottle, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I like coffee. And join me now for the unparalleled pleasure, your dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better. The simultaneous sip. Go. And all the troubles just melt away. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your help, I'm your dreams, I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way. I'm going to be in the Rocky Horror Picture Show tonight at the Crucible, midnight, $8, 18 plus. Come see me in my golden underwear. I'm actually going to be making a new pair of golden underwear today because the pair I have now doesn't fit. And I really discovered that the last time I played Rocky and I wore the golden underwear on stage and discovered that my balls had been hanging out for like 10 minutes unbeknownst to me because these undies just don't fit. So the audience is not going to get so lucky to get a free peep show this time. You know, if they want to see that, they're going to pay extra. Alrighty, folks, get out there or stay in there. It's going to be a good one, as good as you make it. Because remember,